Is it just me, or have you also noticed death being romanticized in so many movies? And it's not just about movies. There are books with intriguing storylines wrapped around a lover's tragic death. And seeing all these beautiful deaths raises the question, how do you visualize it? I've watched a lot of movies and I started to notice this pattern of death being romanticized in a lot of them. Let's start with Bojack Horseman. Bojack has been depressed for a long time, but he never really came close to death. At least not till the last episode known as The View from Halfway Down. The episode explores Bojack's fears and insecurities. It is all happening in his own mind as he comes to realize that he drowned in his pool. He confronts different characters that were important to him, some who have passed away. Talking about real life, such pretty and peaceful deaths do occur, but why did they start making movies with a concept that we cannot see in real life? Bojack's near death is visualized by this black liquid that wants to swallow him. We have seen some tragic death as well, where a person goes through some chronic disease and ends up on their deathbed. For example, Hank, who is not afraid of the drip anymore.
The drip finally stops.
See you on the other side.
Oh, Bojack, no. There is no other side. This is it.
But the truth is, nobody wants to witness the agonizing, protracted death. Nobody wants to witness the removal of a ventilator or hear someone struggle with their breathing. And this is where the drip plays a big role. I've noticed that a lot of movies on Netflix have a very keen way of making known to the viewer that death is near. It's this tar-like substance that can swallow someone whole. First of all, it's colorless, it's black, which we associate rather easily with death and demise. It's living and moving, yet we cannot derive anything from it at all. It's a shadow or substance that just can't mean anything good. The reality of death is kept secret from those who don't need to confront it. This substance can only be seen by those that are affected by it. Very few people have actually experienced death or severe sickness until they are forced to witness it. Let's give you a few examples. At the start of Princess Mononoke, there is a boar that is infested with a demonic spirit which makes itself visible through these black strings that come out of it. It shows it's dying, if not already dead. The movie continues and in the end the whole world is being swallowed by this black liquid. It kills everything that it comes into contact with. Yet in the end, when it's defeated, the world comes back, and perhaps even stronger. It symbolizes for me that things get hard and troublesome, but we eventually overcome this. In episode 7, season 3 of Locke and Key, there is this dark mold type of substance that inhabited the world that they travel to. They are inside someone's mind, which is deteriorating. And this substance is a time bomb that keeps ticking in the background. In The Midnight Club, which is directed by Flanagan, there are black shadows that keep moving like liquid around corners and into rooms. It's enough to give us the creeps, but it's also giving the characters a sense of danger, thus giving us the constant feeling of doom. Someone is going to die, but who? And there are plenty of other shows that do something very similar. We assume that this is how death always appears, because for a lot of us our only exposure to it has been through the media, and Hollywood has only shown us this. Death is always announced. It's coming to get you, and movies just like to visualize this with something extremely abstract like shadows or something very confronting like a hospital scene. It looks like there's not much in between. We've imagined what dying should be like so that we can anticipate it. So when the reality is so different from our expectations and much worse, we are completely unprepared because our standard of comparison is with those of the movies.